There is something sacred about the early morning, the hush before the world fully wakes, the quiet breath of sunlight stretching across the sky. It is in these first few moments of the day that we are offered a profound and powerful gift, the opportunity to begin again. No matter what happened yesterday, this morning is brand new. We don't have to carry the burdens of old worries or regrets into today. They do not belong here. The past is finished. It cannot be changed. The future has not yet arrived. All the power we have exists in this moment, and that power is ours to use. One of the most important decisions we make each day happens in the privacy of our own minds, before we brush our teeth, before we pour a cup of coffee. It is the way we talk to ourselves. The words we say, especially first thing in the morning, become the tone we carry into the world. If we speak with love, we carry love. If we speak with doubt, we bring hesitation into everything we do. I want you to know something very important. It is never too late to begin again. It is never too late to plant new thoughts, build new habits, or change the way you speak to yourself. Whether you are 50, 60, or 70, your point of power is always in the present moment. And that moment is now. This moment is your fresh start. You are not behind. You are not broken. You are alive, and you are here. And because you are here, life is offering you another chance to speak differently, to think more kindly, and to treat yourself with the respect and compassion you have always deserved. You may have spent years, even decades, being hard on yourself. You may have believed that it was too late to change, or that you had to wait for something outside of you to shift before you could feel better. But I want to invite you, right now, to consider a different path, a path that begins with one gentle thought. I can choose again. You can choose to meet this morning with gratitude. You can choose to speak to yourself as you would speak to someone you love. You can choose to declare right now that this day is going to serve you well. Not because the world will be perfect, but because you are choosing to meet the world from a place of inner peace, purpose, and power. Louise Hay often said, "The point of power is always in the present moment, and that's where you are, this moment, this breath, this gentle, quiet space between sleep and action. This is where your power lies, not in control, not in struggle, but in the choice to align your heart and mind with love, trust, and joy. Let this morning be your declaration, a declaration that says, I am ready to speak to myself in a new way. I am ready to let go of old limitations. I am ready to greet this day with strength, calm, and clarity. I am ready to begin again with love." So, as we move forward together today, take a breath and allow it to root you in the present. Let your heart be open. Let your mind be gentle. Let your body soften. There is no race, no pressure, no proving, just the beautiful invitation of today. Stay with me until the end, and together we will affirm one golden phrase, one radiant thought that will anchor your heart in calm, your body in strength, and your mind in clarity. You'll carry it with you as a quiet companion, supporting you through every moment of your day. You are exactly where you are meant to be. This is your beginning, and it begins with love. Each new morning offers a gentle invitation. Let go. Let go of the old thoughts that weighed you down. Let go of the stories that kept you stuck. Let go of the worries that made you forget how loved you are. So many of us wake up already carrying yesterday. We carry it in our shoulders, in our hearts, in the words we repeat silently before our feet even touch the floor. We replay the regrets. We anticipate the struggles. We tell ourselves the same old story before the new day has even had a chance to begin. But the truth is, yesterday is done. It cannot be changed, corrected, or relived. No amount of thought or guilt or worry can rewrite it. And so, the most powerful choice we can make is to bless it and release it. Freedom begins in that choice. You are not the same person you were yesterday. You have slept, breathed, and been reborn into this new day. You are not obligated to carry the thoughts, the shame, or the fears of the past into this new chapter. You are free to begin again. There is a great peace that comes when we realize we are not our past mistakes. We are not the arguments we had, the things we didn't say, the opportunities we missed. We are not our losses or our limitations. We are so much more. We are presence. We are life. We are possibility. It does not matter how old you are, how long you have felt stuck, or how many times you've tried to change. This moment, this very breath, is your fresh beginning, and the only thing it requires is your willingness to let go. Close your eyes for a moment and breathe deeply. Breathe in the possibility of now. Exhale the burden of what was. Let it go, not because it was insignificant, but because you no longer need to carry it. There is something better waiting for you, but your hands must be empty to receive it. Forgiveness can be part of this release, not just forgiveness of others, but forgiveness of yourself. Perhaps you were hard on yourself yesterday. Perhaps you doubted your worth or made choices you now regret. That's all right. You were doing the best you could with what you knew at the time. Today, you know better. And with that knowing comes a fresh choice. When we stop rehearsing the past and start resting in the present, we return to our power. We begin to see the beauty that is still available to us. We begin to speak to ourselves with kindness again. And that is the place where healing takes root. Speak these affirmations quietly or out loud as often as you need today. The past has no power over me. This moment is a new beginning. Repeat them like you are planting seeds in the soil of your soul. Each time you say them, imagine the weight lifting off your shoulders. Imagine your mind clearing, your heart softening, your spirit expanding. This is the gift of release. It doesn't require effort, only willingness. You may be tempted to pick up old thoughts again. That's natural. Just notice it with love and gently come back. You are not failing. You are learning a new way. And every time you choose presence over the past, you are strengthening a new, powerful habit of peace. Let today be lighter. Let it be simpler. Let it begin with love and not memory, with hope and not history. You are not what happened to you. You are what you choose to become. This morning and every morning, remind yourself, you are free. You are whole. You are safe. And this moment, this sacred, ordinary moment, is your chance to begin again. Let it be beautiful. So many of us have been taught that to be strong, we must push, that to survive, we must tense, that if we stop, everything will fall apart. But true strength is not in the clenching, it is in the releasing. Relaxation is not weakness, it is wisdom, it is freedom. Your body was not designed to live in stress. Your mind was not created to spin in worry. Your spirit was never meant to be buried beneath a weight of pressure and urgency. Healing begins the moment we give ourselves permission to rest, to soften, to breathe. This is the sacred power of relaxation. It returns you to yourself. When you relax, even just a little, your body responds immediately. Your heart slows, your shoulders settle, your breath deepens. The nervous system that was guarding and bracing begins to trust again. Your cells shift from defense to repair. Your mind quiets and your intuition rises. You become present, and in presence, all healing becomes possible. You may not even realize how long you've been holding your breath, how long you've been gripping, bracing, running from one thing to the next. But in this moment, you can pause. And in this pause, you can begin again. Let's begin together now. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Hold it for a gentle moment. Then exhale slowly, like a sigh of relief. Again, inhale, peace. Exhale, tension. With each breath, allow the body to soften just a little more. Unclench your jaw. Drop your shoulders. Relax your brow. Let your hands rest softly in your lap. You are safe. You are supported. You are allowed to let go. Sometimes we resist relaxation because we believe we have to stay on guard or else something will go wrong. But the truth is, nothing works well when we're tense. Not digestion, not sleep, not clarity, not even love. Everything flows more easily when we relax. Your breath is your anchor. It is always with you, always ready to guide you back. You do not need to fix everything today. You do not need to rush. The body knows how to heal. The heart knows how to restore. The soul knows how to rise. What it needs is your permission. Let today be the day you grant it. You can speak to your body now gently and kindly, the way you would soothe a beloved child or pet. You might say, "You've done enough. You don't need to fight anymore. You are safe now. I'm here with you." The body listens. It remembers kindness. It responds to gentleness. When we meet our own tension with love, we begin to rewrite the pattern. We create space for energy to flow again. And in that flow, our entire being is nourished. Speak these affirmations softly, or simply hold them in your heart. I am safe, and I am free to relax. Every breath brings me peace and renewal. Let these words wash over you like warm sunlight. Let them settle into your cells. Feel them create a sense of inner spaciousness. This is not escape. It is return. You are coming home to yourself. And here's the beautiful truth. When you give yourself even 5 minutes of real relaxation in the morning, your entire day shifts. Conversations feel easier. Decisions come with more clarity. Small irritations don't stick, and joy becomes more accessible. Relaxation allows the energy of life to move through you instead of getting stuck in you. It creates space for healing, physical, emotional, and spiritual. No matter what lies ahead of you today, no matter what has been weighing on your heart, you can return to this still place anytime. Just one breath can bring you back. Just one moment of softening can be the start of deep healing. Let this be your sacred truth today. You don't need to earn rest. You don't need to prove your worth through tension. You are already enough, and you are allowed to feel peace right now. You are safe, you are supported, you are loved, and in this love, you are free to relax. So many of us walk through life, carrying burdens we no longer need. The past clings like heavy stones in our pockets. Regrets, fears, disappointments, and old stories that no longer serve us. And yet, every morning, life offers us a gift, the chance to set those burdens down and walk forward with peace. Let this be the moment you remember you were never meant to carry the weight of yesterday forever. Freedom begins with a decision, not a grand gesture, but a gentle one. It begins with the choice to stop rehearsing the pain and start remembering the power. It is the simple, beautiful recognition that you are not your past. You are the love, awareness, and strength that rises from it. No matter what you've been through, you can choose a new thought today. No matter what others have done or what you wish you had done differently, you are free to begin again. Forgiveness is not forgetting. It is releasing. It is not saying what happened was okay. It is saying, I will no longer let this bind my joy. Forgiveness is freedom for yourself and for others. And in that freedom, your healing begins. You may have been hurt. You may have made mistakes, but you do not have to carry the shame, guilt, or anger anymore. You are not here to punish yourself. You are here to love yourself into wholeness. Take a slow, deep breath now. Place your hand gently over your heart. You might say to yourself, I forgive myself for believing I had to be perfect. I forgive others for not knowing how to love me. I release this pain, not because they deserve it, but because I do. Every time you release judgment, you create space for peace. Every time you choose compassion, you dissolve a layer of fear. And every time you let go of control, you make room for miracles. This is the power of letting go. You are not giving up. You are setting yourself free. Freedom means living without dragging the past behind you like a shadow. It means waking up in the morning and deciding that today is new. It means choosing peace, not because everything is resolved, but because you are ready to live differently. Let these affirmations help you make that shift. I let go of guilt, fear, and control. I choose freedom now. Speak them softly. Let them echo through your heart. Allow your inner being to feel what it's like to be unburdened, even for a few seconds. Close your eyes and picture yourself standing in a beautiful open space. In your hands are the burdens you've been carrying. Maybe they have names: regret, resentment, fear, shame. Now imagine setting them down, one by one. Let them rest on the earth, absorbed by love. Feel your shoulders lightening. Feel your heart expanding. This is what freedom feels like: light, clear, open. You don't need to know exactly how to let go of everything at once. Just start with one burden, one belief, one story. The process begins with a single breath and the willingness to choose again. You might say, today I release the story that I'm not enough. Today I release the belief that healing has to be hard. Today I release the need to hold on. And now it's your turn. Midway reflection. What is one burden you're ready to release today? It could be a belief, a memory, a hurt, or a habit. Write it down, speak it aloud, and then declare with confidence, I choose freedom. Your words have power. Your willingness to shift opens the door to healing. You are not bound to your past. You are born for freedom. So walk gently into this new moment, knowing that peace is yours. Let go and let love take its place. Your body is your home. It has walked with you through every season of your life, through joy and grief, triumph and pain. Your body has been your constant companion. It breathes with you, carries you, and listens to every thought you think. One of the most powerful realizations we can have is this: our bodies respond to every thought we think. When we criticize ourselves, when we worry, when we dwell in fear or frustration, the body tightens, muscles contract, breathing shortens. The nervous system becomes alert, not in peace, but in tension. But when we think, Loving thoughts, when we speak to ourselves with gentleness and kindness, the body listens and it softens. Shoulders relax, the breath deepens, the heart opens, healing becomes possible. That is the gift of self-approval, and it begins with a decision, not a destination. You don't have to wait until you lose the weight, fix the pain, or feel younger. You don't need a perfect body to love and appreciate the one you're in right now. You can begin right here, just as you are. Take a moment now. Place your hands gently over your heart. Feel its steady rhythm faithfully beating, day in and day out, asking nothing of you but love. Now say softly, I approve of myself. Let the words land. You may feel resistance. That's okay. Say it again. I approve of myself. End quote. This simple phrase, spoken over and over again, has changed thousands of lives, including mine. It is the foundation of healing, the cornerstone of true transformation. When we say, I approve of myself, we are not denying our growth, we are encouraging it. We are creating the inner safety necessary for real change to unfold. Think of a child learning to walk. We do not criticize the child for falling. We cheer them on. We smile and say, you're doing great. Try again. That same gentle encouragement is what your body and soul long to receive from you. So why not begin now? Touch each part of your body with kindness in your thoughts. You might say, I love my eyes for the way they've seen so much of life. I thank my hands for all they've created and carried. I bless my legs for walking me through decades of experience. Your body is not your enemy, it is your partner. It does not need your criticism. It needs your approval, your attention, your unconditional love. You do not have to do this all at once. Just start where you are. In the mirror each morning, take 1 minute, just one, to look into your own eyes and say, I approve of you. I love you. I thank you. You might be surprised how much resistance comes up. That's normal. You've likely spoken to yourself with harshness for years. But the moment you begin speaking with kindness, the healing begins. It may be subtle at first, a little more ease in your breath, a little more grace in your movements, a little less judgment in your inner voice. But these small shifts add up. They create a new foundation of peace. Repeat with me. My body is relaxed, peaceful, and safe. I approve of myself. Every time you speak these words, you soften the old patterns of self-rejection. You let your body know that it's safe to heal, safe to feel, safe to live in joy. You are not here to fight your body. You are here to partner with it, to care for it, to cherish it. And the moment you choose to love it just as it is, you begin a new chapter of peace. So today, let your inner dialogue be your medicine. Let your words be your balm. And let your love be the foundation for your healing. Say it again, not just as a phrase, but as a promise. I approve of myself. This is where your healing begins. One of the most liberating truths we can ever learn is this. Just because you've believed something for a long time doesn't mean it's true. So many of the beliefs we carry about ourselves, I'm not good enough, I'll never change, I don't deserve love, didn't even begin with us. They were passed down through voices that were also wounded, through childhood experiences, careless comments, and cultural expectations. We absorbed them when we were young, tender, and impressionable. But those old beliefs, they are not who you are. They were simply thoughts, repeated thoughts. And the beautiful thing about thoughts is this: they can be changed. Just imagine your mind as a garden. For years, certain weeds may have taken root. Perhaps you've heard those inner voices. You're too late. You always mess things up. You don't have what it takes. But those weeds don't have to stay. You have the power now to plant something new, something beautiful. You get to decide which thoughts bloom in the garden of your mind. When you hear, I'm not enough, gently replace it with, I am more than enough. When your mind whispers, you're too old to change, answer it with, every day is a new beginning. How, when you feel fear creeping in, respond, I am safe and life loves me. Just like pulling weeds, replacing limiting beliefs takes care and patience. It doesn't happen all at once, but every time you choose a new thought, you loosen the roots of the old. It is important to remember your thoughts are not permanent. They are choices. And today, you are choosing again. Say with me now, I am willing to release negative patterns now. I am totally adequate at all times. What a powerful declaration. You do not need to be perfect. You do not need to be someone else. You only need to be willing. That willingness opens the door to miracles. Let's go deeper. You might remember something a parent or teacher once said, something sharp, something critical, and realize how long it's lived rent-free in your mind. You've repeated it for years, maybe decades. But just because someone else said it doesn't mean you have to keep it. You are not obligated to carry someone else's limitations. You can bless the past for teaching you and let it go. You are here now. You are present. And this moment is powerful. Let us try a simple exercise. Take a deep breath in. Now, think of one belief, just one that you are ready to release. Perhaps it's, I'm not smart enough, or I don't deserve happiness. Breathe it in. Now exhale it out, like smoke leaving your body. Say quietly or aloud, that belief is no longer true for me. I release it with love. This is how healing happens. One breath, one belief, one choice at a time. And what happens when you release those old stories? You create space for new ones. Stories like, I am exactly who I need to be. I am a valuable loving person. I am open to the gifts of life. I deserve success, peace, and joy. You may not believe these new affirmations fully at first, and that's okay. Just like planting seeds in a garden, belief takes time. What matters is that you begin. Let your daily affirmations become your new inner voice. Let them speak gently to you when doubt arises. Let them anchor you when the winds of old stories blow. And above all, remind yourself every day, I am willing to release negative patterns now. I am totally adequate at all times. You are not broken. You are blooming. Keep choosing love. Keep choosing truth. Keep choosing yourself. There is a truth I want you to really hear today. You were not meant to live in lack. Prosperity is your birthright, not something to chase, but something to allow. When we think of abundance, the mind often rushes straight to money, but true prosperity is much bigger than a bank account. It is the joy that bubbles up when you laugh with someone you love. It's the peace that settles over you when your heart is quiet and your body feels safe. It's the freedom to spend your time how you wish, the energy to do what you love, the opportunity to share your gifts with the world. That is abundance, and it begins with one essential ingredient: your sense of worthiness. When we believe deep down that we're not enough, we unconsciously block the very things we desire. We may say, I want more, but inside we're still telling ourselves, I don't deserve it. But here's the miracle. When we begin to truly love and accept ourselves, life starts to reflect that love back to us. Doors open, support shows up, ideas flow, energy returns, peace deepens, because prosperity isn't something outside of you, it's a reflection of what you feel within. Say this gently to yourself: I am a magnet for prosperity and joy. I welcome abundance in every form. Let those words settle into your heart. Let's take a moment now to reframe how we view abundance. Abundance is waking up with energy and purpose. It's having a roof over your head, food on your table, and someone to share your thoughts with. It's hearing music that lifts your spirit. It's the simple act of breathing deeply and knowing you are alive. When you begin to notice and give thanks for these small things, you start to realize they're not small at all. They are the substance of a rich, full life. And as you express gratitude for what already is, life sends you more to be grateful for. That's how abundance works. That's how prosperity flows. Not through effort and strain, but through love, joy, and appreciation. Now, if you've struggled with finances, opportunity, or fulfillment in the past, let me offer you this gentle reminder. The past does not define your future. You are not bad with money. You are not too old to begin again. You are not just unlucky. You are powerful. You are supported. And you are ready. Take a breath and say, I am a magnet for prosperity and joy. I welcome abundance in every form. Remember, the universe is generous. It responds to your energy, not your effort. When you move through life with gratitude, confidence, and self-respect, you naturally attract the right people, ideas, and resources. You don't need to hustle. You don't need to chase. You only need to align. Align with joy. Align with peace. Align with the knowing that life is always seeking to bless you. Let's also talk about the importance of receiving. So many people know how to give, but few know how to fully receive. They brush off compliments. They downplay their needs. They feel uncomfortable when good things arrive, but you are allowed to receive. In fact, the more you receive, the more you have to give. You are not selfish for wanting a joyful life. You are not greedy for desiring ease and overflow. You are simply recognizing your divine right to thrive. Imagine now that abundance is like a river. You don't need to build the river. You don't need to control its flow. You simply need to step in, take off the shoes of doubt, set down the bag of guilt, step into the water of worthiness, and allow yourself to be carried. Say it again, as your truth. I am a magnet for prosperity and joy. I welcome abundance in every form. Each morning, affirm this with feeling. Each evening, give thanks for the gifts received that day. Let your life become a testimony to the power of love, worthiness, and aligned intention, because you are meant to live abundantly. And now you are ready. There is something beautiful about how we begin the day with intention, with breath, with love. But what makes the real difference isn't just the first few moments in the morning, it's how we carry that energy forward. Each thought you think throughout the day is like a small stone cast into the water of your life. It creates ripples. Affirmations are the thoughts we choose with care. They are the anchors we return to when life gets noisy, when tension rises, or when we forget who we are for just a moment. In the quiet of morning, we practice, but in the movement of life, we embody. You are not required to be perfect. You are simply invited to stay connected to love, to truth, to possibility. The affirmations you speak in the mirror, over your coffee, or while tying your shoes are not fluff. They are not wishful thinking. They are guiding principles. They remind the universe and yourself of who you choose to be, and you can return to them at any moment. When frustration comes, I am safe, I am loved, I am free. When fear or lack sneaks in, prosperity flows through me with ease. When something beautiful touches your soul, and you remember how good it is to be alive, today is one of the best days I have ever had. Let these phrases live in your heart like trusted friends. Let them rise naturally when you walk into a meeting, when you answer the phone, when you greet your reflection in the mirror. This isn't just morning work. This is life work. And it's never too late to begin. You may be in your 50s, 60s, or 70s, but that only makes your inner wisdom deeper and your affirmations stronger. You've lived enough to know what matters. You've loved enough to know what heals. And now you are ready to speak words that nourish you, not just out of habit, but out of devotion to your own well-being. This morning you may have felt the shift already, a sense of peace in your chest, a soft smile, a steadier breath. That's the power of presence. That's the magic of conscious thought. You don't need to do anything grand today. Simply speak kindly to yourself. Choose words that uplift, heal, and encourage. Forgive yourself quickly. Thank life often. Rest when you need to. Celebrate what you can. You're doing beautifully. So let us close together with the affirmations that will guide this day and every day forward. I am safe. I am loved. I am free. Prosperity flows through me with ease. Today is one of the best days I have ever had. Now, take one deep, full breath. Picture yourself walking into your day, surrounded by golden light. This light is your own loving awareness. It glows softly around you, affirming your worth, illuminating your path, and reminding every person you meet that kindness still exists in this world. In your heart, carry one golden phrase that you can return to again and again. Let it be, I approve of myself, because from this place of approval, all good things grow. And if this practice uplifted you, if even one part of you feels lighter, more open, more alive, then share this feeling. Pass it on. Someone you know may be waiting for permission to speak gently to themselves too. And as you go forward, remember that your voice creates your reality. Speak lovingly. Live fully. Affirm often. You are ready. You are worthy. You are free. If this practice inspired you, share it with someone who needs encouragement today. Comment below with, I approve of myself, to affirm your truth and inspire others.